Well, good morning Internet, here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. Today, we're back on the road for another stop. According to Google, it's not too far, so it's going to be a medium day today. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, our potential next stop is Cardston, Alberta. I am torn in between getting a campsite in Cardston, Alberta or not. I am finding a lot of the places I want to go do not have RV parking, so it makes it very difficult to park a truck and trailer at said attractions. So therefore I get a campsite because it's just easier to spend a night in a campsite than what it is to find parking in a residential area or commercial area for a truck and trailer. You know, you very well can't leave your trailer in Walmart parking lot and go see an attraction or another area, because it'll either get towed or something rather, and we can't have that. So it's going to be a couple of short days coming up here because we're pretty close together. Now, one of the thoughts that I have is maybe using Cardston as a staging area to go to the next stop after this one. And then, because the truck, gets good fuel economy, I can zip down, visit the next one, zip back up, and then when it's time to leave, I don't have to worry about stopping at the next stops. I just keep rolling to, down the road. Because after tomorrow, after Cardston, is one more stop where I want to see. Then after that, there's 2 or 3 towns. Then there's a small town museum, which won't take long to do. Then there's 3 or 4 more towns, kind of a thing. And then, if everything goes good, then there's a museum probably about 12 towns away that I want to go to. Now, all depends if that museum has parking or not, is what dictates the next step. I probably shouldn't push myself too hard, but at the same time, you have a certain pace you're trying to go at, as well as watching the old budget, because staying in a campsite every night does add up after a while, and the trip wasn't planned to stay in a campsite every night. It was planned essentially to stay on the side of the road or in Walmart parking lots for the best part of the night, and maybe every 3rd or 4th night stay in a campsite, so you could charge up the batteries, have a shower, things like that. But with the hot weather being the way it is nice to have the AC. Some people get tweaky when the generator's running and the truck and trailer are on the side of the road, and this way no one's really none the wiser, and you're not leaving the trailer on the side of the road. You are leaving it in a campsite where there's other people around who have left their trailer just like yours. So pretty much, guys, just doing some dishes, picking up, getting things ready for the road. Gonna probably hitch and go and see where the day takes me. So we'll see how she rolls, and we'll catch you all later. Just imagine the hours that a person put in on these tractors, bouncing up and down in the field on the metal seats. No air conditioning, no power steering, really no hydraulics per se in the mechanics of the tractor. This wagon has a dump bottom on it. Must be for would it be hauling gravel, or would it be used for I don't know, rocks? Something that you move out somewhere and then dispose of. And this is the outside of that barn. Over here is the dark section that we walked in and back on. On the bottom floor there is where the wagons and stuff are. And straight ahead is where the lit section was. Of course, the ramp coming on down, we didn't go down. And on the bottom floor of that is where the tractors are. Every farm, yard, or even museum has a section that's always interesting with old, rusty, non-running, non-restored working machinery. And well, this one here is very much the same. There was a time where I would be knee-deep in that stuff, looking for projects or things to build things out of, but not anymore, eh? Now these here are made from insulators. Way back, I believe it was power lines had little glass domes that the line would run through, and these people collect them nowadays. They call them antiques, but looks like someone has made themselves a little bit of a display by collecting the insulators, concreting them together in like a mold, making little glass bricks, glass and concrete bricks, and then standing them up in a house or a shed, or probably really not meant to be occupied per se, but at the same time, it gives a good effect.
You would have been up about 4 o'clock this morning getting your horses ready to be for about 6 o'clock, and you'd be walking behind 2 horses, a plow, and the reins over your shoulder kind of a thing.
Yep.
And on a good day you get 2.5, a really good day you might get 3 acres done plowed. These came along and these were pulling 8, possibly 10 furrow plows, pulling faster, stronger, and again pulling them all day long. They didn't need a rest.
No rest, no stop.
But it also required 2 people up on the platform. One guy sort of operating, another guy feeding the fire all the time, another guy pulling water out to it all day, another guy pulling fuel out to it all day. And if you look at the plows, we have a couple over here. I think we have an 8 furrow and a 6 furrow. There used to be wooden platforms in front of those plows, and that was for guys to stand on. And their whole job was at the end of the field, at the headlands, they would pull up the shears. There's levers there. They pull up these shears, so they could turn around, right? And so when I'm touring grade 2 kids through here, all of a sudden one of the questions I'll ask: do you think you needed to be a pretty big, pretty wealthy farmer to have one of these? And they get it. Yeah, you would be, right? But all of a sudden, this tractor here, this is one of my favorite pieces on the whole thing.